Last week I completed a challenge, spending £100 in 30 minutes on eBay, and one of the clubs I got was this Ping putter, nicely refurbished. One of you got in touch because you fell in love with the look of it and wanted to swap it for this mystery set of clubs. At the ferrule itself, I love the black and red traditional ferrule at the top. They're so good. They're so good. I love it. 3-iron looks the nuts. Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. Simon here. We're going to be unboxing this set of golf clubs which I swapped for that Ping putter. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We're nearly 400, 300 away from hitting 40,000, which is incredible, especially the fact we're in lockdown. And we get to play golf next week, which is amazing, and I've got loads of ideas for content. Obviously got the GC2 recently donated to the channel from Foresights, loads of clubs, loads of ideas, everything else. But in the meantime, I'm still at home. A lot of you guys have messaged me this challenge idea, and I've also been thinking about it for the last year, and I think it's a fantastic series that we can definitely do for the channel and the community. So let me explain. Now, this challenge definitely isn't new, and I've heard about this challenge for a long time. I've been thinking, how can I apply it to golf? And coincidentally, 3-4 of you have been messaging me just out of the blue going, Simon, why don't you do this with golf clubs? It's the paperclip challenge, and the idea is a guy had a paperclip and then swapped it for something slightly better than his paperclip. Used social media, used contacts, networks, whatever, to keep upgrading the items until finally swapped a paperclip for a house. The idea that I've got, and obviously some of you guys have messaged me as well, is that I start off with a golf club, i.e. a Ping putter. I then swap it for something else slightly more valuable. The idea is the person that's obviously swapping whatever they have for mine loves the object or objects that they're getting, but in return we obviously get a better item. I then keep swapping those items until we finally get to the end point. Something very unique, very special. I don't know where this series is going to go. If you wouldn't mind leaving as many likes as you can, commenting down below, sharing this in the WhatsApp group, because my vision is we go from a Ping putter to a tour professional signed driver or something incredibly rare, unique, which then I donate or give back to the channel. I think that's a really cool series. So with that in mind, if you like what is in the contents of this box and you have something similar that you would like to swap, take some photos of it, send me an email at sasgolfacademy@gmail.com. and whatever I think is the best / fairest trade. I don't want to be donated like £700, that kind of defeats the point. I don't want like M6 drivers, irons, because no one physically without the channel and everything else would be able to do that. But if you've got something cool, unique, what people haven't seen, that you think is going to be a similar trade, then as I said, send me some photos and let's see where this journey goes. So I have to be upfront and honest, I have a good idea what's in this box, but as YouTube's my only income at the moment, hopefully you guys are going to let me off with a bit of a clickbait title. Richard that got in contact 2-3 days ago after that video had gone up going, I can't stop thinking about that putter, and I know you mentioned in that video, well, you were very interested in this particular set of irons, and I have been wanting to get hold of a set because I think they're heavily underrated for what they are in terms of aesthetics, forgiveness, feel, and then the price that you can pick these up for. As I say, I've only seen one picture of the 4-iron. So it's somewhat of a mystery of what condition we got in this box, but I do feel it's a great trade up for the channel and community. As I say, I'm going to give away whatever the end item is. So whatever's in this box, I believe would be a good deal. There's enough talking, let's get them out and have a look. I'm going to say 3 to 9 iron I have in this box. Ben Hogan, Apex, Edge, irons. I'm going to throw up a few prices now, what you can get these or what I've seen them sell for on eBay. And roughly they're around from 80 to 120 pounds. It's such a classic style. Not only that, as like a brand and the company and the quality that they produce, I do think they're heavily undervalued in terms of golf clubs in general. So if you're looking for something a bit unique, a bit out there, I really do recommend you have a look. Just even the ferrules just look classic. I love it. They're so good. They're so good. I love it. Right, All I can see at this point is the heads under there, but if you just look at the ferrule itself, I love the black and red traditional ferrule at the top there. As I say, if you're looking, and this is even the more up-to-date versions, if you're looking for a traditional style, no plastic, no rubber, no speed foam, whatever it might be, but relatively, not these, but modern technology, have a look at some of the Ben Hogan clubs, and I definitely want to try and test a few more of them as the year goes on. I'm going to show you a few images of the new Icon collection from Ben Hogan. It's funny because I'm wearing an Icon collection from Manners Golf as well on my hoodie. It's very fitting. I love the traditional style of golf clubs. I think quite a lot of us do, to be fair. And when you get they're nice. When you mix traditional looking golf clubs with modern technology, now obviously these are a bit older than what you'll be seeing in the 2020 version clips I just showed you there, but overall, when they're in your golf bag and you walk up to the first tee and you pull out one of those, maybe not on the first tee, par 3 let's say, and you rip it to 8 foot, it's just a good feeling, isn't it? Right, let's get the rest of the set out. Let's have a look at all of them. Rich, again, thank you for getting in contact. I will have to polish these up, give them a bit of clean. Don't worry, I won't be taking the Dremel to them. Just a bit of cloth, like microfiber cloth is going on these. There's nothing much else. But if you're interested in potentially swapping, if I can get my Stanley knife to actually work, there we go. Ping me an email. As I say, I don't want an outrageous deal. Don't give me, I value these currently about £120. So I spent £70 or around about that for the putter. On eBay, I'd probably list these. I'm not going to because I want to do this series, but if I was to list them on eBay, I'd probably go for about £120. So in the ballpark figure of 140 to 200 is the kind of deal I'm looking for the next trade. You might have just clubs at home that have just been gathering dust, and you haven't got out the shed for 5 years, and all of a sudden you now have an opportunity to potentially just swap them out for this set, the 3-iron looks the nuts. That's why I like this series. That's why I like the idea of swapping clubs rather than just monetary value. Just take it back old school, trade item for item where both partners are really happy. Let me show you some close-ups of these beauties. Okay, so let me just do a bit more talking about the clubs themselves. Who are they for? What kind of golfer, club head speed, etc. should be using these clubs? And I'll say these are so undervalued, especially in today's market where anything with a grip stick and a head on it is going for £200 plus. These are sitting around the £100 to £140 mark. These ones in particular from Richard, and again, Richard, thank you for getting in contact because I'm glad that I finally got a set of Ben Hogans on the channel. They're in fantastic condition. And this is your typical cavity back iron. It's not going to be your forged, it looks like a forged blade, especially from the detailing and everything else. This is essentially a 10-year-old P790. Basically, with a regular flex steel shaft. It's band 3, and I'm pretty sure I've done my research correctly. Band 3 is regular flex. How that has changed over the years in terms of what regular flex is now, I'm not too sure. Grip conditions definitely worn, so you're probably going to have to, which is a bit of a shame because they've got these lovely Ben Hogan grips on them as well, which is a bit of a shame. But if you were to play with these, I'd highly advise that you get them re-gripped. Standard length. I'm in love with the ferrule. I'm in love with the ferrule, the way it matches the red at the bottom of each of the clubs. Again, the overall, and the better I've got at this game, the more I just care about what the club looks like and feels like, rather than is it suited to me, because I just don't practice and play enough to really, if I got a custom fitting this week, the week after that, I'm gonna have 4 completely different sets depending on how I've got out of bed. Am I tired? Am I flexible? Have I eaten enough? So for me, where my golf game is at the moment, club fitting just wouldn't be any benefit. So now I'm just like, what would make a cool looking bag? So I can just go and play and shoot my 76 to 78 or whatever it is, and just fall in love with whatever I've got in the bag. And this set here is just the pinnacle of that for me. So guys, I want your thoughts. Let me know on what you think. As I say, if you want to have this set a 3 to 9 iron in really good condition, overall I'd probably grade them as a 6, 10 being like brand new, 1 being there's no shaft. These are in pretty good condition. Leave an email down below. I'll be excited to see where this series goes. I will give away, wherever this journey takes us, it will be given back to someone in the community. How we do that, I have no idea. And again, when lockdown finishes in a week, I'd like to do some traveling and then see you guys, depending on where you are, swap over the clubs, build a bit of a story around it. What kind of things can we exchange, move on to, stories, people, you name it. Guys, as I said, if you wouldn't mind leaving this video a like, subscribing if you are new, very close to 40k. Catch you guys there.